I'm Lauren Smith, and my talk was What's Driving the Connected Car? Data, it turns out.
And Lauren, there's a reason why we pull you right off stage right after your talk, is to capture that feedback and energy and everything. How was your experience on the red carpet today? How do you feel right now?
It was really fun, actually. The process leading up to it was nerve-wracking, but once I was out there, it felt like we were doing something fun together, and people laughed at things that I did not expect to be joke lines. So it was actually very energizing.
Yeah, it's because you crafted your talk well. I mean, that's like accidental embedded humor is like ideal, right? So that's great. And Lauren, the topic you have here in privacy embedded into technology and the concerns, I mean, credit cards and cell phones, now our cars going to be driving us around with our data. I think the audience, they know about these issues. They're connected to your topic, right? And could you kind of see the ideas? And so TEDx speakers, they talk about how they kind of see the energy and the message back and forth. Did you feel that today? The connection to the audience?
Yeah, I felt like people were really engaged. It was fun to have that with a whole large group of people. I've been doing the talk in front of individual friends and family for a while, and they definitely seem like they're forced to be there, tolerating it. But in this room, you really felt the energy, and like people were really excited.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, it's almost like you're reading my mind here. And as you mentioned, speaking and practicing in front of friends and family, and I know you have 60 emails from Adjit and blog posts and all this preparation. And now that you are an illustrious TEDx speaker alone, congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
What advice would you have for future TEDx speakers? What words of wisdom do you have for them?
Well, I would say don't have your house burned down 2 weeks before the event. That's my strongest point of advice. But other than that, when they first sent out the information, they said it would take 50 hours of practice, and I thought, oh my goodness, that is a lot of time. But there's no way that I spent 50 hours. I spent way more.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I mean, the experience, you learn a lot from the experience. It's a lot of work. I didn't realize how many deadlines there would be. But I think the deadlines do really help you because you couldn't do this last minute. So to really, make sure you stick the deadlines, and just see the whole experience as a learning process. I think all of us speakers, we were saying, we've talked about our topics many, many times over the years, but this format is different. And you have to think about and frame your topic in a completely different way than you're used to. But it's also a really fun way because it gets you to hone in on what makes you excited about this topic, why you're doing this. I think all of us here really love and really excited by this new world of smart transportation. And honestly, I spent a couple weeks with the ideas sort of swirling in the back of my head. And it wasn't until one day I sat down on a rainy day at lunch and I had a notebook in my bag, and all of a sudden it just clicked. And I wrote out an entire script.
Wow, really? That's nuts. And one final question. This is actually not one that I always ask, but you kind of had a precursor to it. You said that the audience is a little different, the format is a little different. And I hear a lot of, because this is almost like my 50th interview with TEDx speakers, so I love this. But people say this often, it's almost like there's something different about TEDx. Could you maybe speak to that and whatever your instinct is regarding that?
Yeah, so, I'm a lawyer. I talk at a lot of policy conferences, and it's all very wonky. And, you're starting with the premise of just describing something. And in here, you're starting with the idea, and you get to sort of take a step back and start with, why do I care about this? Why am I excited about this? Not why will the people at my policy law conference care, but why would my parents care? Why would my friends who do totally unrelated work care? And really trying to pin down why that is, like what the exciting part of it is, and framing it from that perspective and with stories instead of just sort of long-winded policy talk.